morning.
Good morning. Good morning. We did it. We did it.
We did it without Chris, right?
You know what? And that was kind of scary. It's kind of scary to be able to be behind all these dials and stuff. I have a new respect for Chris. Very new respect
I
for
hope
Chris.
he's listening.
I hope he'll definitely watch the preview. I am Tommy Clifford.
And what do you do, Tommy?
I'm the tech guy here at New Living Now.
Are you?
I am trying. I'm trying. I'm failing. I'm trying.
Good morning. I'm Carrie Bidor. Thank you for joining us this morning on New Living Now, our New Living Mornings and newlivingnow.com, a professional referral resource for you right here in Northeast Wisconsin. So we're missing our show anchor, Chris Carson, this morning. He's in Denver. He is in Denver.
Mile High. He's
right
because he can't breathe because the air's so thin.
The air quality.
I'm sure the air quality is amazing, but it's just so thin.
It is. When I went to Denver, I was thirsty the entire time. Just like I was constantly thirsty. I
haven't been to Denver outside the airport, but what I did do is I went to, when I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico is a mile above sea level or thereabouts. And it was really, really difficult to walk around, I got like little mini headaches. It was interesting, very interesting. So the altitude sickness is real. Can you imagine climbing Mount Everest?
Yes.
3 times higher?
No way.
Just remember. Well, the quote I saw yesterday, did I send you that quote that Mount Everest is just littered with bodies of motivated people?
No, that's horrible.
That's totally horrible. Oh my gosh. It's going to be a great, great morning today.
It is.
It started out amazing. Just being able to be here and to celebrate togetherness.
Celebrate togetherness. I hear you.
I love it. How do we sound here in internet land? I think we sound okay. I'm hoping we sound okay.
Well, at least my screen is moving, so that's always
yes. You're moving and I'm moving, and it's a moving experience. It's gonna be a moving experience this morning. We might cry. There might be tears.
Tommy, please don't cry.
I'm very soft. I might cry.
He is a softie. You are genuinely one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Like, well, thank you. That's very kind.
I should say humans. So you're very, well, like what you see is what you get.
That's true. Very genuine. Very genuine. Oh, Kathy's here. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning, Kathy.
Thank you for sharing. And right on time, she says. Ooh, they're a little zinger. That's one thing I want to do. I want to try to start on time, and we
try. We have we've made some investments into the show from technology, and we are trying to get all the technology to talk to one another, and sometimes
it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't play well with others, does it?
I know, but we, in a testing environment, it does, and then for whatever reason,
right, there's something goofy. There's some gremlins. Heaven knows, no good deed goes unpunished. You buy some cool stuff, you get some things, and you try to make it work, and sometimes it doesn't. And it's frustrating because at the last minute, Chris puts tireless hours, and he'll be here till 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and he'll be working flawlessly. And the next morning, it won't work at all.
I know. And he gets so frustrated. I feel bad for him.
That's such a it is a kind of a kick in the teeth.
It is.
We miss you, Chris. We miss you.
We do.
It's worth the wait. It is worth the wait. Kind of like a fine anticipation. What commercial was that from? Remember? Anticipation. It's making me wait. Okay, that was it. That was all my singing this morning. That's all you're gonna get out of me.
That's it.
That's totally
so it. Labor Day weekend this weekend, it's kind of the unofficial start or end of summer, isn't it?
Oh man, do I have some moping kids around the household?
Do you?
Dad, it's my last Thursday. Dad, it's my last Wednesday on vacation. Yep, I'm gonna have a senior and a sophomore.
Oh.
Appleton West.
Doesn't it go so fast?
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Hey, speaking of going fast, okay, hold on. I gotta read this. So my daughter Emma, when she was 3 years old, we had this really awesome family that would, because Becky worked, this awesome family that would take Emma and watch Emma during the school year. So they are shopping at Aldi. This is the stage. I got to read it. So it's the stage. So Emma, they're in Aldi right here on College Avenue. This really isn't a supermarket. It's too small. And then the babysitter said, so it's just a market. And Emma goes, yes, that's right. And then the babysitter's daughter, Helena, said, to some people, it's a supermarket. Okay, here's a zinger. Then Emma said very, very loud, Yeah, it's a supermarket for poor people. Oh, oh, Emma. Oh, I love her
Oh.
so much.
I wonder where she got that personality from.
I have no idea. I have no idea, but I sure love her. Love me some Emma Clifford.
Uh,
Oh,
we were talking about, stories with your kids and things that you remember when, they're like just the way that their brains work when they're little. And, both of my parents were divorced and remarried. And so were my husband's parents, um, you know,
sure.
divorced and remarried. So my son Derek, he was probably about 5 years old. And out of the blue, he just said to me, Mom, who's my stepdad? And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Well, you and dad have stepdads, or you guys both have stepdads. How come I don't have a stepdad?"
It's the only thing he knew.
Yeah,
He's
he
just
just
connecting the
doesn't
dots.
know.
The funny things that kids say, they
I
really
know.
do, and they think about it and they analyze it. They're such precious little souls. I
They
love little
are.
people.
They are. But this time of year is always kind of fun because it's like the beginning of football season,
Yes.
kids going back to school, pumpkin spice everything
It's
is
getting darker
everywhere.
earlier.
Oh gosh, I know.
It's getting way darker earlier. I'm not happy for that. But the big news is the skeleton back on East College Avenue. That's what I want to know.
Did it ever go away?
It went away. It said on vacation. Someone put a sign up and said, "I'll be back. I'm on vacation" or something.
That's
But
actually funny.
there's a skeleton on East College Avenue, and they always dress it up for different occasions. It'll have like a St. Patrick's. It'll be green for St. Patrick's Day, and stars and stripes for the 4th of July. And it's just kind of a fun little thing. They have fun with that.
That is fun. It's pretty popular. I see a lot of TikTok channels that have pages dedicated to their giant skeletons.
I do not have any giant. Do you have any giant skeletons in your
In here, not yet.
at home, in your
Um,
in your front
I
yard? You
will
put
say that I just cleaned out my basement because we're gonna be selling our house. And I will say that I probably had more Halloween decorations than Christmas decorations.
so you're a Halloween decorator.
Well, I used to be. I'm not anymore, but I used to love buying just the cool Halloween stuff. So,
I know some people that are just major Halloween people. I mean, with all the everything that like jumps out at you and fun mirrors and oh my gosh, it's just a
yeah,
you
we
could
had like
spend.
this head that was on the platter that looked like Uncle Fester, and it would like move and stuff, and this big creepy tree that was like stood on our front porch, and it had like moving
Halloween
arms.
decorations is big business.
It
It is
is.
huge. I
It
mean,
is.
we see all the Halloween stores going up now. We got the good morning, Jess. Happy morning to you. We're glad to see you. Thanks for joining with us. You know, I like to decorate. I don't like to take it down and organize
Agree.
it.
Agree. So do a lot of people with Christmas stuff because do you ever see people with their Christmas lights and stuff up like well into February?
Raise your hand. Becky's birthday gift, and her birthday is Flag Day. She said, "For my birthday gift, will you please take the Christmas tree down?" And up to that point, I was going to say no, but then she came to me and she made an emotional plea. She goes, "Tom," and okay, so I have these digital Christmas lights that you can set on your phone so I can do patterns and words and all
Of
kinds of
course you
cool
do.
stuff. Right. And so we had a St. Patrick's Day tree, we had an Easter tree, so we could do totally different colors. Then she came to me and she said, "Can we please take it down because I want it to be special?" You know what? And that spoke to me. That spoke
Sure.
to me. And I said, "Okay, I will pay somebody to come over and take it down." So me
So
and
you
the
did.
kids took it down. Yeah.
So you paid the kids?
Uh-huh. I
Yeah.
had to bribe them.
So my friend Sarah owns Fox City Signs, and
Yes.
she they install Christmas lights now, but they have these really cool light packages that will go onto the house, but you can set them for different things. So like you can do green and gold for Packers, or turn it to red, white, and blue for 4th of July. So, that's like I'm cool with that. Like I think that's
That'd be
pretty
really
fun.
cool to have an outline of your home, the roof line and stuff in Christmas lights, and that you could change colors remote.
Yeah,
Because LED lights, that's a big deal.
it
That's a really
is.
big deal.
I mean, it's different than the old days with, just, the bulbs and some of them would break, but
Correct.
now
Oh
you've
my
got all
gosh.
the
the bulbs on the front. I remember these strands, and these bulbs are honking huge, and they would break, and you'd cut yourself, and then you'd
Right.
have to get like I remember when they would break off really close. We'd have to use the potato trick. Put a
So you
potato in
could
there.
put it in there and turn
Yes,
it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. The potato trick.
Because you didn't. One year I bought all red lights and all green lights, like the big bulbs.
Yes.
And I went through and I did red, green, red, green, red, green on all the Christmas lights.
Oh my
And so
gosh, how fun is that?
I unscrewed them and made a pattern.
The thing that drove Becky crazy is I put, it would be perfect, like all white or all red, whatever it happens to be. And then I'd put a twinkle bulb in there and it would start twinkling and she would just have a conniption.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't like the twinkles.
No.
No.
I remember when the icicle lights were a big deal, and then they would just get windy by us and fly up on the roof, and then it would snow, and then it would get frozen up.
Icicle lights, that's right.
Right.
We have a family tradition that every year we would drive down to Menominee Park.
Oh, I love
Well, the
it.
tradition is this: we'd take naps Christmas Eve until about
You
3:30.
take naps?
Oh my gosh, I am a
I
napaholic.
know you are.
I love naps. I love little cat naps. I could take a nap now. I just love going on my couch. Sometimes I'll just turn YouTube on, and what I'll do is I'll just like listen to some, just YouTube training on something, whatever it happens to be, and it'll soak in, and I'll fall asleep. And little 10 to 15 or 20-minute cat naps. But this is like a major nap. Like you go upstairs and you get under the covers kind of nap.
Sure.
And then we get up and we'll go to Starbucks to get hot chocolates. We'll go to McDonald's to get nuggets for the kids. And then what we'll do is we'll go down to Menominee Park in Oshkosh and drive through there.
Yeah, we've been there several times with the kids when they're
I
little.
love that. And then part of the tradition is we meet up with another family and we go sing. And this is going to give away the hustle to anybody who I would do this to, but we go and we sing Christmas carols to people. But here's the jam. We all pick different songs and we all sing them off key.
Oh my God.
So we'll go up there and we'll sing one song. It's like a minute and a half at a doorstep, but we'll all be singing different Christmas carols off key, high, loud, the whole nine
And
yards.
you don't know who these people are?
Oh no, we do. We know.
We've
Kind of hand curated them. Just really fun friends, business partners, bosses, whatever it happens to be. And we'll go and we'll sing a Christmas carol, and then we'll go to the next house. 2 minutes a doorstep, and it just warms my heart. Warms my heart just to be able to see people smile. It's the best thing ever.
I hope I get Tommy at my doorstep this Christmas. This Christmas.
But see, now you know the hustle. Now you
We
know
do.
what's going to happen.
We do.
But you've never seen it though. So just because you know what's going to happen doesn't mean you understand exactly what's going to happen.
Right. So we got some national days happening today.
National days? What national days happening today?
Well, the first one is National Slinky Day.
Oh, a slinky. I remember getting slinkies and then immediately
Getting them tangled.
Oh.
No, what's the first thing you do after you take it out of the box? You go and find the stairs.
Stairs, that's right. What a great toy. I mean, that says 70s and 80s, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, a slinky. Did you have a slinky? I had slinkies. I definitely had lots of slinkies.
I had slinkies as well.
Good morning, Lisa.
It was like the traditional like silver coiled metal ones, but then they started making like rainbow ones
and it made them in plastic and different. Yeah. Slinkies were awesome because it was like, could that be considered almost like the first fidget toy?
Maybe.
Because you couldn't just hold it in your hand. It was impossible.
You had to go like that.
It was impossible just to stay this right here. You couldn't do it.
No.
Impossible.
You couldn't. Okay.
No.
Next day.
Oh, next day.
Yeah. Toasted Marshmallow Day.
Toasted Marshmallow Day. Have you ever had a marshmallow fluff sandwich?
No, it sounds gross.
Oh gosh, it's the best thing ever. Marshmallow fluff and then peanut butter. You put peanut butter and marshmallow fluff. You got to try it.
Tommy, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You can bring it in and we can try it and we'll see. We'll wait for Chris to come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
But marshmallow fluff, that was a staple in the Clifford household. Marshmallow fluff sandwiches. Oh yeah, I love that.
Marshmallow fluff sandwiches.
I mean, because marshmallows go good with chocolate. It goes great with peanut butter.
Yeah,
I know. You got to feel it.
I don't know.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
I'm not sure.
Totally fair.
I'm really not sure. National Beach Day.
Ooh, last day to hit the beach.
I wonder why August 30th would be National Beach Day. Doesn't
That's
it seem
weird.
like late in the summer? Like,
Because many school districts around the country are already back in school.
right?
Yeah, my son in Atlanta, they went back, or my brother in Atlanta, he came back from like August 1st, August 2nd, they're back at school,
That's crazy to me.
right?
Do they get out earlier?
Yeah,
Or they have
they're out in April.
in April?
Yes.
Hmm,
So still same 180-day, school schedule.
sure.
Um, and then there's some schools that are like year-round school. They have like 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off, that kind of thing.
I'm
Weird.
glad I don't have to worry about that right now.
Right.
Last National Day is actually an international day, and it's International Whale Shark Day.
International Whale Shark Day. So there's an animal called a whale shark?
You don't know your sharks?
I do not know
Do
my
you
sharks.
not? Do you not watch Shark Week?
I watch Sharknado.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Way to Sharknado marathon in the Clifford household.
how am I not surprised about that?
I don't know anything
The
about.
whale shark is the biggest shark out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
another reason not to go swimming in the ocean. Reason
Because
number
whale sharks?
6,225.
But they're not aggressive. I think they're
Oh,
pretty.
they're not.
No,
Okay.
I think they're just like big, giant, like teddy bear sharks.
They're docile,
They're docile
like
sharks.
Tommy. They're Tommy sharks.
They're
Just big teddy
Tommy
bears.
sharks. It's International Tommy Shark Day. Tommy.
There's a
Shark,
reason why
do,
I'm
do,
not
do.
going to swim from Cuba to Florida
Why?
because I don't want to be like jellyfish and sharks.
Those are two really good reasons to not.
But that's
do
a
it.
great. Did
Is
you
there
see?
any other reasons you wouldn't do that?
Yeah, probably because I get tired thinking about doing that. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do
Sandy
it.
Schober says we had marshmallow fluff in our house.
There you go, Sandy. So at least someone's gonna vibe with me and say, this is a potential thing happening. So have you seen the Diana Nyad story on Netflix?
Yes.
Very powerful.
It
very,
is.
very. If you learn nothing.
Explain what it is. So our viewers
So Diana
know.
Nyad, she was a endurance swimmer, and she wanted to swim. One of her big hustles was she wanted to swim from Cuba, walk out in the ocean at Cuba, and walk out of the ocean in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, or Miami, wherever, Florida.
Actually, it was Key West.
Okay, Key West, that's fine. Cuban soil to U.S. soil. And she did it and failed, did it and failed, did it and failed. And I don't remember how many times. It was 5 or 6 times. And she was like 60 years old. And she says, I'm going to do it. And she did it. Her coach believed in her.
Mm-hmm.
She had enough financing to do it. And she did it. And it was pretty darn remarkable. It's one of those really feel good stories.
Yeah, and Net Betting plays her in the Netflix series, right? And then Jodie Foster is like her coach.
And Jodie Foster did such a great job. The whole thing was just spectacular.
Yeah, it was one of those feel good stories. But one of the most profound things that I remember watching the show was when she got to Key West and was walking out of the water.
Yes, I remember that scene.
I was like, somebody help her.
That's right. She needs help.
But she couldn't be touched. She would not have broken the record if she would not have been able to walk out of the water on her own.
Oh.
So that was kind of it was like nobody touch her, because she had to do it on her own.
That is interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, I mean, it's such a powerful story. Highly recommend it. I have no stock in Netflix and no stock in this movie, but please watch that movie. It was spectacular.
It really was. It really was.
But being stung by jellyfish, that sounds like no fun.
That would, no, thank you.
Right. No, thank you at all. Mm-hmm. I mean, this took her like 60 hours of straight swimming, no sleeping, straight endurance. Wow.
That's a mental game.
That is a total mental game.
It really is a mental game. I don't know how you can do that without staying on top of that. So,
and she won, and she can tell the story and write the books and go on the circuit. And yeah, wow.
So, that's pretty crazy. Some pretty crazy stuff.
Any more national holidays today?
I mean, those were like kind of the top ones. There's always such a list of them. But unless you had one that you wanted to bring up.
I do not know of any national holidays.
No. But
I,
it was International Whale Shark Day.
International
Yeah.
Whale Shark Day.
Yes.
But we do need to talk about, there's one famous birthday today.
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. Holy cow.
Well, there's more, but we were going through the list.
We didn't
who's
recognize
this?
anybody. And when somebody says they're an Instagram star, that doesn't mean no, I'm sorry. You're not getting a spot.
Even though you're an
birthday.
Instagram star, you're not good enough to make our show.
No, but speaking of birthdays today, we do have a birthday coming up in the crowd. Miss Carrie, you're turning 27 tomorrow, isn't it?
I am turning 27.
27, and I came with gifts.
Stop it, Tommy. Oh my God.
I went out shopping last night. I went out shopping last night. So we got the card. We got a card.
KB.
That's right. Carrie Bedore. See, while you're opening it up, I'll tell you like a little tradition. In the Clifford household, whenever we have like a birthday or a celebration, we hide cards around. So I'll buy 5 or 6 cards and I'll hide them around the house. So Becky has to find them.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Okay, so we got. She's already laughing.
Okay, I am laughing because we had such a long conversation about this, but he got me Flintstone vitamins.
Sometimes you need a chewable, and you need to have your vitamins and minerals for what you're having to deal with here.
Oh my God, this is so funny. You know what? I am going to keep these on my desk, and every morning when I come in,
that's going to revitalize you. When you need an attitude adjustment, right there.
Take your Flintstone vitamins. I think that's why us Gen Xers are so we're. Oh, you know what's going to be on here? Do you think that big thing of cotton is going to be?
Of course, it's going to be in there.
Do you think it's going to be in there?
And you know what? There's still something else in the bag.
Oh, there is. Starbucks gift card.
That's right. A Starbucks gift card.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome. Happy birthday. I get hugs. Yeah, you get a Carrie hug.
They can't even see a socket.
Yeah, I love Carrie.
That is so sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. But the Flintstones chewables, I saw that and I go, okay, is she going to remember the gag? Is she going to remember? And I go, victory, total victory.
There is no
there's no cotton
in there. That is like the grossest thing ever when you have to like pull that cotton when you open.
Well, you know why they do that? That's supposed to absorb the moisture. So maybe they've come up with some different moisture thing.
I don't know, but I could eat this whole thing. It'd be like candy.
Candy.
Oh my God, Flintstone vitamins.
Good morning, Mike. Welcome. We're glad to have you here. So Carrie turns 27. Perfect.
I do.
27 has never looked so good.
I know. 27 is going to be such a good year.
It's going to be a good year.
I was a mother of 3 by 27.
Wow. At 27, I had one little person, Madeline, and we had just moved from where I went to school in Utah. We had moved here to Appleton.
That's awesome.
I loved Appleton. I love Appleton. Appleton is so great.
How long have you been here?
I've been here since 1995.
Okay. We moved here, I think, in 1990.
Just the change that's happened.
90.
I mean, 441, just to see all that. This area has really, really grown. It's a real big, small city.
I always like this place. I think it's just it's not too far away. I mean, 3 hours you can be in Chicago.
Correct.
Which is pretty cool. Milwaukee's really not that far away.
Right.
We have access to great airports that take us out of here, but
amazing airports. The Appleton airport is second to none.
Isn't it? It's they
I mean, direct flights to New York City, Portland. I mean, thankfully we have some pretty big industry here.
Right.
But, I don't think people realized it. So back when I moved out here, about 70% of all the printed material was within 300 miles of Appleton. And so Appleton was a huge, big epicenter. There's a lot of wood, pulp, printing industry, fire trucks, those Coke machines were the freestyle Coke machines where you can get the Coke Zero with the lemon and the lime. That's all made here.
That's all
so much
here.
cool stuff.
That's all here.
It is. It's all right here in Appleton,
in
Wisconsin.
Appleton, Wisconsin.
And it looks like we're going to have a great weekend. Look
The
at the
weather
weather on
looks
this weekend.
awesome.
Oh my gosh. So today looks like it's going to be high, close to 80. And then tomorrow in the 80s. And then Sunday and Monday, mid 70s.
And sunny.
Perfect.
I know.
Perfect barbecue weather. Perfect whatever you want to do weather. Scramble and get school supplies weather.
Oh my gosh.
Get a backpack full of stuff for the little people.
You know what I want to do?
Tell me what you want to do.
I was thinking about this because
Uh-oh.
when I was sending 3 kids to school,
Yes.
it was expensive.
Yes, it is very, very
It's
expensive.
very expensive. And there's always adoptive families during Christmas time.
Yes.
But what if we pulled some resources and put some effort into this, and maybe we could put it together for next year? But what if we did adoptive families for this kicking off the school year?
And wouldn't it be great if the spouse of one of the people on the show was a teacher and potentially knew avenues to donate this?
Oh, well, it's definitely not Chris because he does not have a spouse. Zing.
Gazinga.
Zing.
We love you, Chris. we love you
do.
so much.
We love you,
But
Chris.
I think that's an amazing.
I only say that because, it's not just the school supplies. So it's not just the backpack, but it's also like the shoes.
Yes.
And, like some new clothes because kids have grown a lot over the
Did you
summer.
used to get new clothes for school? We would go new clothes shopping.
Oh, yes.
Emma and Drew did not go new clothes shopping. They like to go thrift storing.
Oh, do they?
Emma, bless her heart, give her a solid 20 and a Goodwill, and she could deck herself out for days.
Well, and I think that's awesome. But there's so many other things though. Like even with sports, I mean, some of these kids, they're playing football and they need new cleats and they need,
I mean, that's expensive. Playing a sport, shoulder pads and knee pads and
I mean,
guards and shins and all those things. That's expensive. Cleats are $100.
I know. So I don't know. I was thinking about that. And
that's a really soft thing. And I think it would be really great.
I said, you always see the adoptive families during Christmas, which, I still think is an amazing time to do that. But when you're sending 3 kids off to school, and I think the average, they say it's like $300 by the time they're paying school fees.
Right. There's school fees now. Yes. Lunches are expensive.
Paying for your lunches, backpacks, tennis shoes.
Being a parent is very, very expensive, and kids take that for granted.
They do.
It is very pricey.
It is.
Holy cow.
It is. All right, so I'm going to jump into some news.
Okay, hold on. Can we do the news trailer?
Please do.
Let's do the. Okay, we're back.
Right, we're back. Okay, good. So they just announced that Aaron Catman and Clay Matthews are going to be getting into the Packer Hall of Fame.
I got skipped over again.
What do you mean?
I didn't get put in the Packer Hall of Fame.
Oh, I was like, what did I do?
I got skipped over. No.
Tommy, you just got cut from the team this week. You're not going to make it.
Tommy, Sean Clifford.
Is your middle name Sean by chance?
No.
Oh, okay.
Thomas Robert Clifford.
TRC.
And I'm a junior. Yeah. That's pretty awesome being in the Packer Hall of Fame. Yeah. Congratulations. What a big deal. That's a major, major milestone.
Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. So the Packers are going to be heading to Brazil next week to kick off the first game of the year, which is, I think, pretty cool.
And what I think is really great for them is there isn't a huge time zone change. It's probably the same time zone or east or because when you go overseas to like London, you have 7 hours.
Right.
So there's a huge time change that really messes with your.
Because they're just kind of going south.
Right. They're just going to go south, getting a big. The logistics of moving that show on the road has got to be pretty massive.
Yeah, but it's the NFL and they make a lot of money.
They do make a lot of money, a lot of scratch. You got to put all your stuff on the plane, get on the plane.
But they were talking about Brazil and just the culture there, and that there's gangs, like Brazilian gangs.
Ooh, I don't want any part of that.
Some safety updates about fans and the players that were going there. Like, don't take your cell phone out in public because they'll just come and steal your cell phone from you.
I had my cell phone stolen from my hands in downtown Chicago.
You did not.
I did. Do we want to do the story? Do I want to interrupt? Should we do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the story. I had just gotten the brand new iPhone 4. So this is going to go way back. And one of the features of it was panorama mode. Okay. So I'm on Michigan Avenue. My back is pretty much to the Apple store. And I had my phone out and I had just taken a panorama and I was sending it to my kids because I was going through my divorce. And I said, "Dear kids, I love you." And some guy snatched it out of my hands, ran, and off.
Oh my
And I
God.
still have the police report. I still have the Chicago police report. Okay. And I went in the Apple store and we started tracking it. But they were smart enough to pull the SIM. And as soon as you pull the SIM, you can't track the phone.
Sure.
Okay. The funny thing is, I was waiting for a phone call from my boss to discuss dinner. He called the phone and the thief picked up the phone and answered the call.
And what did he say?
He said, "Hello," and then he hung up and pulled the SIM. And that was it.
Wow.
Never to be seen. The Chicago police said it was probably used in the drug trade or prostitution or something, and it was gone. Never seen again.
I think your phone misses you.
Oh, I know it. I know it misses me. My friends back at work would send me like, "I miss Tom," and love notes from the iPhone. "I miss you. Love your iPhone."
That's actually really funny. Well,
That's my story. But don't do it in Brazil.
Don't do it in Brazil.
And
So
are they going to get Brazilians in Brazil?
Brazilian blowouts?
I don't know. Everyone talked about getting a Brazilian. I don't want a Brazilian. I want $1 billion, but not a Brazilian.
Brazilian dollars.
You see what I did there? See that?
That was funny.
Hi, Shannon. Good morning.
You are so witty. Wisconsin football team has almost 30 Wisconsin natives on it.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Isn't that cool?
We're talking about UW-Madison, right?
Yeah, Madison.
Good for them.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Now, are they good natives? We don't just want to put natives just to say we're having lots of natives. They got to be good because we want to be competitive. We want to win.
Correct. I mean, I guess we'll see. I don't know, but that was I thought that was pretty cool. How about those gas prices? Have you noticed how much they've been ticking down?
They have been coming down. Normally they'd go up. Don't they go up before Labor Day?
Usually, but Woodman's had it for $2.99.
I can't remember the last time. It's probably COVID days before it was down.
Under $3. Under $3. I know.
Wow. That's
they
great.
said on average it's down 30 cents a gallon from July.
I like to see that.
Yeah, right. I mean, you don't think it's a big deal until you kind of notice when you're like, it used to be like 40 something to fill up my car, and then it turns into 50 something.
Correct.
Almost,
and it starts right.
It's a necessity, right? Like you don't have, but I will tell you that I was driving and I saw Quick Trip, and then I saw another gas station across the street. I don't know which one it was, but the other gas station was significantly cheaper in their gas, like 10 cents or something crazy like that. And I had to do a double take because I couldn't understand why Quick Trip had everybody at the pumps, but the other gas station that was cheaper had nobody pumping gas there. And it just goes to show you the power that Quick Trip has with their brand, and the people probably just don't even pay attention to the sign.
Well, and also, I don't know what it's like here in Wisconsin, but I worked at a gas station in New York State. And state law, you could only change the price of a product once a day. And gas prices are pretty volatile.
Sure.
But it's interesting because they would, like, every day they would take a pricing sheet, draw around and see what everybody else was charging, and look at making sure the median price, because there's certain you have to charge within a certain area of because you can't gouge and you can't give it away for free, because that's causing problems either.
Sure.
So it is kind of a price fixing situation. But it is interesting to see, wow, why is that price 30 cents lower than that price?
Right.
Because they probably haven't repriced it yet today.
Right.
But I love Quick Trip gas. I'm a Quick Trip. I always go there I
go there for everything.
Because they treat their employees so good.
Like, but they treat the people there good too. The experience that you have at Quick Trip is there are so many things that they do right. We could probably have a whole show about Quick Trip.
I would love that. We need to discuss that in like our podcast.
We should get someone from Quick Trip to
come on. And they would. Quick Trips, can we just talk for another second on Quick Trip?
Yes.
Their social media is
Oh,
gold.
that
It's a total chef's
literally
kiss.
one of my favorite social media pages that I follow.
I love watching Quick Trip. I also like watching Wendy's, because Wendy's has got the hot take. I mean, they'll send a little sizzle. It's like, ooh, wow, one over the bow. But I think Quick Trip social media people really need to be commended. It's so funny and so just relevant and witty, and they make it fun. And you don't even have to talk about gas, and
No,
it's hilarious.
no, but they know their audience,
They
and I
do know
think
their audience. They
as a
know their
marketer, that's something that you're always looking at is they know their audience. They use humor. They use things that are really relevant. They'll use things that are hyper local.
they're
if
on point. They're really on point. So if
they
you're not a Quick Trip person, you need to become a Quick Trip person.
even if you just follow them,
Right.
just
Just
follow
follow them. And, there's a lot to be learned. There's a master class in how to do it right there.
Absolutely. It leaves clues. Success leaves clues, right? Success leaves clues. So Bruce Willis, he's been sick,
Yes.
and he has the frontal lobal dementia, and his daughter, is it Rumor? I don't
Rumor. That's right. Rumor.
Rumor. So she made kind of gave an update about her dad's health, and this frontal lobe dementia actually affects your personality.
Oh,
And so she said something. We're not sure how much time we have left, but we're making the most of it of what we can. So I think it's just hard to see someone like Bruce Willis, who has been idolized as this tough guy and just such a I would say for most people that are even watching this show or listening to us, we grew up with Bruce Willis.
sure did. Sure did.
So
Die Hard. What a great Christmas movie that is.
right. But you think about someone like that deteriorating, kind of like when Christopher Reeves was Superman and he was paralyzed. You tie the persona of the person that they play in the movies and on the screen to that person,
Right.
and then it just it's just sad to hear and see that.
My daughter Clara works in a memory care facility,
Okay.
and she's like the Julie McCoy of the facility, coming up with events and stuff. And there's a lot of people who have dementia or fading. And she said something really powerful. Because I said, do they ask the same questions every time? Do they, and do they, do they kind of think that you're one of their loved ones or family members, and do you correct them? She says, no, we play into it. We play that story. We want them to be happy.
Sure.
It's our job to make them as happy and as comfortable. And if they want to see the same show over and over and over, I'm going to do that. If they want to talk about their daughter Susie or Timmy or whatever, oh yeah, Timmy did it, and just play into it and build that story to make them happy and feel at home.
That's
which I thought was
awesome.
I thought so too. That's kind of makes you warm and tingly.
And I think that's continues to be something that we're fighting against in terms of trying to find ways to prevent it,
Right.
and finding cures and stuff like that. So when we hear it from someone like a Bruce Willis, it just hits home, knowing if it can happen to him, it can happen to.
And it's such a brilliant mind, and now that mind is whatever's happening, all the circuits in the panel aren't on, and
they're not firing.
Yeah, it is what it is. And but my best to Bruce Willis and his family as they go through this time.
That's crazy. So have you ever been to Australia?
Never.
Okay, if you were in Australia and decided to go on a boat ride to see humpback whales with 21 of your friends, do you think that would be fun?
I think it would be totally fun to go whale watching.
Okay, so listen to this.
Uh-oh.
A humpback whale stalked a boat for over an hour and kept circling it. And they had to stay in place for that whole hour because the whale.
So the whale is totally making fun of him. It was totally having fun with the situation.
Yes.
Haha, you're coming out to see me. I'm going to see you, and I'm going to make your life a little bit tense.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Right? A little saucy whale, right? But I think that would be a little terrifying for me.
I think that'd be really terrifying,
right?
Because you don't know if the whale could like come up underneath the boat and tip you over.
Right.
We could have like a little jaws. Do. Who knows?
Have you ever been whale watching?
I have. No, I've been dolphin watching.
We
had a brain
saw
left.
the
Hawaii.
humpbacks.
When I went to Hawaii, I saw dolphins.
Yeah, we saw humpbacks in Maui when we were in Maui, and that was fabulous.
it's so cool that there's such beautiful animals. I want to go on a cruise in Alaska and go whale watching in Alaska. That's
Oh,
one
that
of
would be
my that's
cool.
on my bucket list.
Go see the orcas.
I just don't want to be eaten.
Yeah, nobody does.
No,
I got
I'm
one
not good. Tommy
I've-
doesn't taste good.
Tommy doesn't taste good. I have one last crazy news story.
Let's hear it. Let's
Okay.
hear it.
Wells Fargo Bank.
Oh, I know where you're going with this
Did
one.
you
I
hear
know where
this?
you're going with this one.
you heard
4
about-
days.
4 days.
4 days. Okay, tell the
Um,
story. Tell the
okay.
story. Tell it.
Wells Fargo Bank.
I'm just gonna cover my mouth now because so this is. I mean, I understand how it happened. And I get it, but really,
I know.
really.
Okay, let
Go,
me tell
go,
the story.
go.
So Wells Fargo Bank, I had an employee dead in a cubicle for 4 days.
Tucson, Arizona.
Yes.
She showed up at her desk, 3rd floor.
I guess it wasn't a very popular part of the
No,
building.
not a very popular. And you understand there's probably not a lot. I mean, as most big offices are, they're not fully staffed anymore. And yeah, third floor, kind of in the back, 60, 61 years old.
60.
And the man upstairs said, okay, you got to punch out. She punched out right there on her desk, and no one found her till Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday. This is one of the security guards found her.
Nobody called.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted.
It's just crazy.
Oh man,
God, my teeth are gritty from the Flintstone bite.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at this.
What?
Pam's gonna go pick up 4 pygmy goats.
What?
What's
What
a
are-
pygmy goat?
I don't know.
And why are you gonna pick it up?
And are they babies? And can we pet them and love them and be their best friends?
Wow. But she did say she's sorry she was late because we were just getting on her case. But now she said she was sorry, so it's okay.
No, she's fine.
But really, 4 days?
4 days.
Oh, that was somebody's grandma, someone's mom.
I know.
That seemed. My grandmother passed away on the toilet.
Oh.
She was there for 3 days.
Oh.
She lived by herself. Grandpa had passed. No one had heard from Vera. Have you heard from Vera? Aunt went over. Yeah, not glamorous, but they went quick, so I don't feel bad for grandma. I don't feel bad for anybody. It's just one of those situations. But 4 days,
4
wow.
days. 4 days.
Because there was a funky smell.
Yeah, kind of like my garbage can in the studio.
Not good.
No.
Not good at all.
Not good.
Not good at all.
I have some events. Should we talk about events?
Let's do it. Let's go events.
So there's a food truck rally tomorrow.
Food truck
There's
rally.
always food truck rallies. I'm excited. This one is at Hops Yale Yard. Hops
Ale Yard
Ale Yard
on Northland.
on Northland Ave.
Fun.
I know, right? I've never been in there.
I never have either. I've wanted to.
But the building is so cute. It's just got like a cute vibe to it.
Kind of demure.
It's very demure, very mindful. Very demure, very mindful. Have you ever wanted to learn how to forage?
I kind of forage on a daily basis. What kind of foraging are we talking about?
In the woods.
No.
No.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah. Well, if you wanted to learn how to forage, you can do it at Mosquito Hill in New London.
Oh, Mosquito Hill.
Mosquito Hill. That's actually one of my favorite places to walk, especially in the winter, or excuse me, in the fall. But they have a big snake pit there.
Snake pit.
Like literally a snake pit.
And is it inside or outside?
No, it is like a natural snake pit.
And
I don't like snakes at all.
I'm okay with snakes, but I didn't necessarily want to like build my brand around snakes or actually go see them. I don't think I'd go out of my way to see snakes, but I'm okay if there's snakes around.
Really? What are you afraid of? You like spiders? I feel like people are usually like I'm fine with snakes, but ooh, spiders, or I hate snakes and spiders are okay.
Spiders do creep me out a little bit.
See, I'm the opposite. I could let a spider crawl on me and I would be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
But if there was a little snake, a little baby snake, I would freak out.
So you'd burn the house down to
Oh
kill
my
the snake.
God. Even I'm thinking about it right now and I'm getting
Okay, so we'll change topics. We'll change topics.
Okay. So learn to forage at Mosquito Hill.
Mosquito Hill.
Saturday. We got Fox Valley Jazz Fest at Gibson Hall in downtown Appleton.
Love Gibson Hall.
We've got farmers markets all over the place. We've got one in De Pere on Saturday. We have one in Oshkosh, Neenah, And of course downtown Appleton. So
Yes.
those farmers markets are always
And I bumped
super fun.
into you at the farmer's market this week.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
I know. I think we might go down there again on Saturday. I'm not sure.
I like going down just walking.
Yeah.
When I go on my Saturday walk, I'll just include the farmer's market and I'll just kind of go up and down.
There was we were leaving the farmers market in downtown Appleton, and there is a stand there called it's just a little tent. It's on one of the side streets by Boba Tea, and it was called Big Mama's Barbecue. And
Big Mamas.
And she had this, grill right there cooking, and we had already we had our fill of Sunday morning or Saturday morning snacks at the farmers market. So we were walking out, and it smelled so good, and you could see what she was cooking. And she gave us some samples, and we were like, "Okay, we'll be back on Saturday." And Jeremy's just like, "We better go back to Big Mama's, or she's gonna go kick our butt," because she gave us the samples to eat. So, yeah, but she had like baked beans and green beans and barbecue chicken, and it was delicious.
You can really, really find some gems
You can.
at the farmer's market.
You really can. You really, really can. So, do you know there's a licorice guy down there?
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
And are you a big licorice fan?
I love
What's your
licorice.
favorite licorice?
Cherry.
Cherry.
And chocolate. I like chocolate licorice.
Chocolate licorice.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first got married, there was a gentleman and he was Dutch and he had these super black, like sour licorice drops from Holland.
Ugh.
And my bride at the time really liked them, but that was not. I'm not a licorice fan. I don't know. It just doesn't do anything. Licorice ropes, that doesn't do anything for me.
I love it. I love it all.
No.
Fan Appreciation Day at Timber Other Stadium. We've got a huge festival in Howard up in the Green Bay area this weekend that's going to end with music and fireworks. And there's always things to do in Northeast Wisconsin.
Always things to do.
Go check out our events page at newlivingnow.com, and you're going to find connections to everything that you need to go and do here in Northeast Wisconsin. So
what a great thank you for all those events and the hard work you put into checking that out for us, keeping everybody knowledgeable.
Hey, do you want to play a little Flashback Friday?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's put Flashback Friday.
Flashback Friday. So let me make sure I got the right one here. So we're gonna welcome you back to the 90s.
Ooh,
okay,
back to the 90s. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Okay, let's do it. So what is this haircut called?
Is that a bob?
Oh, no.
Okay, I don't know.
You don't know? Who is she?
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. What show was she on?
Friends.
What was her name?
Jennifer Aniston. I don't remember her name on the show.
Rachel.
Oh, that's right, Rachel.
So it was called The Rachel.
The Rachel.
The Rachel is a huge haircut. Like,
oh my gosh, did you have your hair like that?
No.
Okay.
I didn't, but
I did not either.
It was very 90s, very demure,
very mindful.
What's the name of this popular 90s toy?
Oh my gosh. Is that a Furby?
It is a Furby. I know, right? Ready for the next one?
I am.
Okay. What one-hit wonder did these guys sing?
I'm So Sexy, right?
Yeah, I'm Too Sexy.
I'm Too Sexy. That's
what
right.
What are they too sexy for?
For everything.
For their shirt. Too sexy for my shirt.
That's right. These guys got a lot of mileage out of that.
They did.
A lot of high mileage out of that. Holy cow.
Right? I know. What was their name? Do you remember?
Something Fred.
Right Said Fred.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Too Sexy. Right Said Fred. Okay, what popular show was filmed here in San Francisco?
Oh.
They lived in this home.
Oh my word. Is that where the Huxtables lived?
No, they were in New York, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It was Full House.
Oh, Full House.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I failed on that one.
You failed on that one.
Epic fail.
What is this called?
Oh, that's a Motorola pager.
It is a pager.
I had one of those. Yep.
Did you? I had one when I was pregnant with my first kid.
Yes.
So we got a pager so Jeremy could have one at work.
Yes.
In case I went into labor. I'm like,
gotta have a pager.
I think that might have been the last time we ever even thought about using it.
I had a pager, and I remember the pager. I was snow blowing, and my pager fell off my belt and went through the snowblower.
Oh!
And I saw digital chips all over the
digital
lawn.
Chaos.
That's right.
Digital chaos. Okay, what time is this?
Oh, can't touch this.
No,
hammer time.
Hammer time.
It's hammer time.
Remember those hammer pants?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't own
Why?
it. You didn't own a pair of hammer pants, did you?
I don't know, but
I bet you Chris has got a closet full of them.
he
Every color.
probably does.
Chris has got them in his closet. I
He's
know he
got
does.
hammer pants with Zuba pants and probably some parachute pants.
Oh, parachute pants. Oh my.
Oh, hey, Tommy, imagine a pair of hammer pants with a pair of Crocs.
Oh, I can't think of anything worse.
Couldn't really? Nothing worse.
Okay. Maybe we can.
Okay, what style would you call this?
Grunge.
Grunge is right. What movie is this from? The scene from?
Oh,
Popular
my God.
90s movie.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. What is it?
Clueless. You don't know because you're clueless.
I am clueless.
Sing!
I am clueless. Okay, guilty.
Guilty. Okay, what is this called?
That's a floppy disk.
It is. What do we even use those anymore?
No,
No.
I don't think we do.
Where do you think they're all at?
They're in the floppy graveyard.
How many people do you think still have these floating around their house?
Oh, I'm sure there's scads of them. I bet you I could find some in my house if I looked hard enough.
I bet.
I mean, you used to have those. You used to have like floppy disk carriers and organizers, and oh my goodness, that's right.
I know. What's his name?
Fabio.
Oh,
dreamy.
Actually, Tommy, I think that's a picture of you before you.
I promise
got
you.
into tech.
I'm not sure how you found that. How did you find it? You've been talking to my wife, haven't you?
I love it. That's what
So
Tommy
many-
looked like with hair.
So many book covers. So many book covers I was on. Mr. Dreamboat himself,
Fabio.
Tommy.
Fabio, aka TRC.
Fabio. You're known by one name. Oh,
What's the name of this telescope? It was a really big story, scientific story, and
I'm having a complete brain
and-
lapse.
and I'm gonna say it, and then you're gonna be like, ugh.
Of course I am. Of course
Okay.
I am.
Should I give you a hint? It starts with an H.
Hubble.
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I need is a
That's all he needed.
little twist. That's right, because it went to space, and the first time it went to space, it was out of focus.
Yes.
And they had to send out the space lab or Sky Lab to go up there and to fix it up.
They needed.
The space shuttle had to go up there.
I think they needed some lens wipes.
They need lens wipes. They definitely need a lens wipe. Okay,
All right,
who's this guy?
Who's
This is
his
is
who's
this
his famous brother?
Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, it's River Phoenix.
River.
Yeah, they actually kind of look alike there, a little bit. I had a big crush on River Phoenix.
You did.
I did. He died at the Viper Room in 1993 in Las Vegas.
That's not good.
No,
That's not good.
it's
Sorry
not.
to hear that. Senseless loss.
Well, Tommy, we survived 52 minutes without Christopher.
We did. We survived it without Chris. We miss him. Hope things are well with you in Denver as you're exploring and doing fun things. All good things have to come to an end, don't they, Carrie?
They do.
Uh,
They do.
Happy
And we won't be
weekend.
on the air on Monday, so we're taking Labor Day off. So
Okay,
we'll
no
see
Labor
you
Day,
guys
so
on
we will
Wednesday.
see you. We'll see you Wednesday. The is that the 4th? Is that the 4th of September?
It is the 4th.
The 4th of September. So no Labor Day show. We're sleeping in, which will be good. I can sleep in.
You can sleep in.
Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate the time and the fact that you joined us. I had a brain lapse. Happy birthday, Carrie. Have the best birthday
Thank
weekend
you.
ever.
Thank you. I will. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.